From a customer retention standpoint, or getting them to come back again and again, what are you guys up to?
Look, for us, it's a relatively simple formula of feed you what you love, right? So I mean, we kind of, we think that perfect service is the one in which I'm touching your personal passion, whatever it is, whether it is autos or cancer or whatever it is that is one of your 3 personal loves in life. And what you find, home and gardens, food, people come and they will come back just by the nature that you've touched their personal passion, and they get very connected to these services to the point where if you don't keep feeding them, they get disappointed, So I think, that to us is kind of the formula, which is, make sure that every time you come to one of these things, you're personally connected to it, and, you want to keep coming back, to such a thing. We just think the general entertainment space, while it's great to have one if you can figure it out, is very, very difficult. It's not only there are a lot of people in it, but the content's expensive, the marketing's expensive. As you get kind of into these smaller communities, not content's available and relatively inexpensive. The audience can be acquired for a relatively, cheap rate. They stick around for a long time, so their lifetime values, whether on AVOD or SVOD, make financial sense. And then they, a bunch of them will become real brand ambassadors, go out and do the marketing for you.
Nice. Eric, did you want to add something?
Yeah. So I think one thing that we've realized in operating our portfolio of niche services is the audience isn't making a conscious decision saying, hey, I want to subscribe to a video service of my passion, and then I want to subscribe to an audio service. They're like, hey, super serve me in the vertical that, well, they're not saying vertical, obviously, because they're saying, hey, give me a bunch of stuff that I love that's in the topic I love. So if you love cooking, the new Food Network service where you've got audio cooking lessons, you've got the video, there's interactivity, there's live cooking classes. That's a really innovative way to go about it. For Con TV, which is our fandom brand, we acquired 2 companies to sort of do that. One was a company called Viewster, which brought us over 5,000 hours of anime, which really deepened us in a segment that our fans wanted more of. And then we acquired a comic subscription service called Comic Blitz, which we integrated in. So now when somebody subscribes, basically for the same price, they're not only getting 3,000 hours of fandom content, but they're getting 12,000 issues of all the major comic books. They're getting 5,000 hours of anime now. And then on top of that, if you've probably seen, there's a lot of news today about Spotify and them going exclusive on the audio side. We're finding audio is an incredibly sticky piece and a good companion to video. So we've started basically curating and aggregating at least the publicly available podcasts into the direct-to-consumer app, so people, if they're driving and they want to experience something, they have another choice. But I think that idea of super serving a vertical is really how you stand out from competitors and also differentiate yourself against broad-based sort of general entertainment.